Good morning, good people. Do y'all notice anything different about me? I have hair. Well, I had hair before. I have loose hair. Okay? I had hair before. Please do not try to play me. But y'all, let me tell you, it took 31 hours to comb my locks out. 31 whole hours. Result was just so beautiful. It literally felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders when I combed my locks out. Seriously, y'all. Having loose, natural hair again did something for me. All right. But that's not why we are here today. Really quick update on where I've been mentally, emotionally, in my thoughts. I have really been struggling with the idea of who I am, who I want to be, who people think I'm supposed to be, who people expect me to be, and trying to walk out my true identity amongst all of those things, because we can operate a certain way and that really not be who we are. And that's not what I want to get caught up in. So I've really been, I wouldn't say I've been reflecting on it, but it's been something that has truly been on my mind. And it's something that I want to make sure I'm taking the time to really unpack. Today, we're actually going to talk about something that came across my Instagram. So there was a post that came across my feed that said, "Until you date a generous man, you will never understand how much men love to provide for their women." And that post really caught my eye. Okay. I've dated stingy men and I've also dated generous men. Today, I actually want to talk about what it's like to date a generous man. First of all, y'all know I love a good definition. And so the definition of generous is being ready to give more than is strictly necessary or expected. Okay. Being generous is not just about giving what people expect. Okay. And I think that's the problem. And I'm about to go into this already, but that's the problem. There is a certain level of expectation that we have on people, right? That, when you're dating someone, you expect them to give certain things. That should be a given. We take what should be a given and make it seem like it is grand. That's number one. In my experience, when it comes to dating a man who is stingy, there is a lot of fear, and then there's also a lot of begging. You don't know when to go to him for help. There's this thing there where it's like, am I gonna have to get on freaking bended knee for you to help me out? And nobody wants that. But dating a generous man is going to cause you to walk in a level of confidence that you will be taken care of, that he's going to operate in common sense, okay? And that your needs will be met, because he's always going to, one, put you first, but also give more than is required of time, resources, talents, support, okay? All right. When I talk about generosity, y'all, I'm not really talking I'm talking about financially, okay? But I'm not only talking about that. I'm talking about his time as well, because we can be generous in money, we can be generous in time, talents, like we can be generous in so many ways. And generosity is really a character trait. It is you don't have to have riches to be generous. And I think that's really important for you to walk away from this video understanding. When I talk about generosity, I'm not saying go out here and find you a rich man. Although if you go out here and find you a rich man, more power to you. But that's not what I'm saying. And even in putting you first, he's also going to put common sense first. Okay. Generosity does not mean splurging out. Generosity means the willingness to give more than is necessary or required. It doesn't mean taking you to the Gucci store. Although if he take you to the Gucci store, that is okay. Okay. All right. When you date a stingy man, you do not want to do anything for that man. Okay. And women who have dated stingy men know exactly what I'm talking about. But the second point I want to make is that when you date a generous man, because he takes such good care of you, you want to make sure that he's also taken care of in whatever way that he needs to be taken care of, whatever that means, right? It's like it comes naturally. Most of my clinical time goes to working with women and couples who are navigating some type of relational trauma or attachment trauma, what have you. I talk to a lot of women who are navigating relationships with stingy men. whether it's stingy in time, resource. Again, y'all, it's not just about money, but stingy in character. And as a result, their response to that man is much different than it would be if they were in a situation where they were dating or even married to a man who is generous. There is a natural response that you have to a man that is generous that says, how can I help you? How can I take care of you? How can I walk in partnership with you? Right? That is what comes as a result of a man who is generous. Next point, when you are dating a man who is generous, you are going to want to challenge yourself in the area of generosity. It is going to highlight just how stingy you are in certain areas. You can be generous with your time, but maybe you are stingy with your money. And when you are dating a generous man, it is going to challenge you to want to live with your hand open a little bit more. I did not want to go too in depth about what it's like to date stingy men, but I will leave you with these 3 points. Number one, when you're dating a stingy man, it's going to cause you to fear lack and fear scarcity. You're always going to be afraid that there's not enough time for you. There's not enough resources for you. There's just not enough, because that's how he will live his life. And as a result, you're going to live the same way. Number two, dating a stingy man is going to cause you to wonder, are your needs going to be met? And if you're always wondering if your needs are going to be met, this leads to point number three. Dating a stingy man is going to cause you to be stressed. And sis, I don't want you to be stressed. So the end result must be, don't be out here dating stingy men. So if we go back to the definition of being generous, we understand that being generous is giving more than is necessary or required. The first thing you have to do in order to position yourself to even date a generous man is to understand what is necessary or required when dating me, right? The only way you can measure if he is generous or not is if he's going to exceed that, right? So you have to get clear on your own needs first and foremost. What do you require in the realm of dating, getting to know you and somebody else, whatever? Get clear about your needs, your requirements first and foremost. If you want to continue this conversation, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe, turn your post notifications on, because y'all, we are going to continue chatting it up. Okay. Bye.